Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. Usually they're on the radar, not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do research, try for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is a brand that I never had perfumes from, and it's called Emam. The brand Emam is another Middle Eastern brand from United Arab Emirates. They've been around for just, I think, 3-4 years, and at the moment they have around 20 perfumes in their lineup. This one in particular is called Emam Ameerat, and this is EDP 100 ml, United Kingdom. You can find it under £30. For that price, this is a gorgeous fragrance. So first thing first, in terms of presentation, is very nice. Look at the bottle, look at the box, everything is shout quality. Again, with the brands from United Arab Emirates, from Middle East, these people, they do amazing job for the price we pay. I don't know how can they afford it, but is good for us consumers. Beautiful presentation, looks luxurious, and looks good on the eye, looks good in the hand, and everything about it is very nice. So for the price, the presentation is immaculate. In terms of longevity, I'm happy to say this is a very good performer. On my skin went easily over 8 hours, on t-shirt and materials goes easily over 10 hours. So it's a very good performer. You don't need that many sprays of it. I went with 10 sprays because this is what I do to test the fragrance, and it was ample enough for me to smell it all day, and the next day when I woke up I could still smell it on my t-shirt and material. In terms of projection, about 2 to 3 hours of projection and arm length of projection, and after that slowly subside. But we always have a big bubble, big cloud, and a big trail behind you, so it's a very good projector as well. Almost a beast mode in terms of projection. So very good performer, especially again for the price. Who is it for? This is, although it is targeted unisex, and to my nose is quite unisex, but it leans a little bit on the feminine side because it has got a big body of florals in here, plus a big body of sweet fruitiness. So because of that, it gives it a little bit of femininity in here. But as always, perfume, smells, scent don't have gender. It's all marketing BS. Don't fall for it. If you like perfume, wear it. If you don't like a perfume, don't wear it. As simple as that. So for me, this is unisex. But for some people, especially you're a male and you don't perceive floral fragrances as masculine, then this is a little bit on the feminine side. Season wise, this is all year rounder. It's got some freshness to it. You can use it in summer. It's got some depth and complexity to it. You can use it in winter. But the best season for this is really autumn and spring, I think, in my opinion. And in terms of age, I would say at least 25 years and older to be on the safe side, because it's a complex fragrance. It's oriental. It's got a little bit of that andolic and a hint of that lactonic feeling here, so mixing it a little bit on the mature side of things. And in terms of occasion, this is very opulent, so you can dress it up, evening, special occasion, close encounter, dating, special ceremony like wedding. Everything in here smells great. So let's get to the perfume itself. The perfume itself, if you want 3 words for it, this is floral, and more floral, especially white floral. The white florals are dominant in here, especially jasmine. So you need to like your jasmine to enjoy this. I would say at least about 50% of this perfume is jasmine. So this is the jasmine dominant perfume. But there are many other players. There are many other facets, and many other nuances in here. For example, when he opens up quite citrusy, especially mandarin orange, especially it's a bit orangey in the beginning. I detect some maybe bergamot and lemon as well, and also there are some berry aspect to this fragrance, so it smells like berries. Again, it's a non-descriptive berries, it's not exactly pinpointing what kind of berry it is, but generally it's giving it a berry smell to it. That opening is dominant till at least an hour, so it's very domination for an hour, and then after that the white florals comes up and they become dominant. And the white florals are in here is first and foremost jasmine, and then tuberose, and after that is lily of the valley. So giving it a little bit of that white floral, not really little, big white floral feel, a little bit of lactonic feel in here, a little bit of milky feel to it. It's quite smooth and rounded. This is very rounded and smooth. It's very well blended, very well put together. The ingredients for the price is very good. It smells like a high-end designer fragrance. It smells like £100 plus easy. So everything about it shouts quality, especially for a price. There's a few other aspects to this fragrance. For example, there's an undertone muskiness from the beginning to the end. It's always quite musky, and the musk in here is quite clean, but there's an andolic feel which is coming from the white florals, especially the jasmine in here. So it's a very andolic jasmine. It's a bit choky, it's a bit dusty, it's a bit powdery as well on the same time. The base is dominated by the musk and also vanilla in here. So the vanilla is giving it a very smooth ride. Overall, when it opens up in terms of sweetness, it's quite sweet. So from 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest, it's around 6 to 7 in terms of sweetness. Later on subsides at 0.2, so it becomes a little bit more than moderate in terms of sweetness. But the sweetness in here is always ample enough and is always well blended and well balanced with everything else in here. There are some woody aspects to this fragrance, but they are very clean and also way in the background, and you can't almost detect them, but I can smell something like a cedar sandalwood combination to give it a woody base to lift everything and round everything together. There is a small amount of spiciness in here, just a very small smidgen amount of spiciness. Again, it's a nondescript spiciness. I don't know what kind of spices they're utilizing in here, but very smooth and soft. So it's not a big player, but it's a nuance rather than a big player. In terms of nose breakdown, unfortunately I couldn't find any publication for this fragrance. There are a couple of websites that are saying this is what they listing, but it's very minimalistic and it's very non-descriptive. So I'm just going with my nose, with my experience, and just telling you as much as I can. Overall, this fragrance, this perfume, surprised me in a big way. It's very nice. It's superbly gorgeous. It's just smells very opulent, and it smells very uplifting, smells very classy, very in terms of very elegant. Because of those white floral dominance in here, it makes it quite on the classical side as well, although it is modernized. So it is very modern fragrance, but because of those white florals, you're giving a little off aspect of classical feel. So if you like your white floral dominant perfumes, but you want it with a little bit of fruitiness, little bit of zestiness, little bit of lactonic, milky, inky, hint of spices in here, not too much, woody base, musky undertone, and overall very well done. This is for you. Although this is not a blind buy safe by any means, I think majority of people will appreciate this and will love it, will at least like it, but I think it could be too much for some people. The reason is because those andolic, lactonic, and also musky feel of it, it gives it a little bit of that hint of very smidgen amount of shall we say, particular taste. Okay, for me this is a beautiful fragrance. I give it highly recommended. Basically designation is beautifully done, very smooth, very rounded, very well blended, very well put together. People who put this perfume together, they know exactly what they're doing. They have a very good knowledge of perfumery in here, so everything about it shouts quality and craftsmanship in here. But obviously you're paying much less than a higher designer brand. In the first video I said it reminds me of some of Dior's fragrances. I still stick to that, especially Dior Poison group, which I'm not super familiar with. I know some of them because my wife have some of them. For example, she's got Dior Poison, Hypnotic Poison, I think. This one and that one got some similarity as well, but overall the quality wise, smell wise, perfumery wise, it smells very similar to Dior Poison family, the line. That line has got so many flankers, just getting out of hand. Dior Poison, I think, has got at least about 20 flankers, but again, some similarity between this and the Dior family, and also it's got some similarity to House of Narciso Rodriguez because of they're utilizing the musk in here plus the white florals. So the musk and white florals, in a way, it reminds me of some of the fragrances as well, but don't ask me a particular one which one, because again this is quite non-descriptive. And also in terms of ladies fragrances, both from Dior and from Narciso Rodriguez, I am familiar with some of them, but I'm not a big knowledge, I don't have a big knowledge from those houses. So overall, if you like something very smooth and rounded and very well blended, in the same time very nice, very elegant, very beautifully floral and fruity and musky and all that, but you don't want to pay the price of £100 plus, this is a very good alternative to those. I highly recommend it. I give it 2 thumbs up from beginning to end. This is a gorgeous fragrance. I wore it for the last 2 days and I was absolutely enjoying it to the max. The wifey loved it as well. Usually with the andolic and choky fragrances and quite musky fragrances, she's not a huge fan, although she likes some of them, but she's not a huge fan of them. But in here, for some reason, she absolutely loved this one. She said this is a very elegant fragrance, and I agree with her. So overall, yes, I give it 2 thumbs up. Very nice fragrance, especially for the price. I am so impressed with this brand. I'm going to get another one to see if it's just a fluke or they're actually doing something rather special for their fragrances, and I will let you know in the next few videos. Maybe I'll unbox and review another one from this brand. Okay guys, so if you have it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. The amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems. This beauty is definitely a hidden gem. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, I'm the creator. So there are true handmade perfumes just for lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that gives them a huge personality. Very bold, very big, very long lasting. They're like time capsule. They take you different places, different time, and they are very artistic and unique. Anybody who bought one perfume from me, they bought many after that because they realized how amazing the quality of my perfumes are. So if you don't just take my word for it, there are other reviewed my perfumes. You can go and check them out as well. As always, thank you very much for support. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.